to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn." Minions have spawned.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a Gnar, and that might have been worth talking about. Stun does come out after they pop the flash, but they're not going to be able to.
Yeah, so that's 5-minute cooldown on the Gnar's flash. So if they would be looking to make a move, it would be in the top lane at the moment.
They need to repeat that.
Repeat gank.
Again. There is a ward from Gnar, so it'll be a bit difficult to do, but
yeah,
that will expire. And then you look to go in.
And when he gets Mega, he will also, get some health back.
Oh no, Corky just stole that.
Oh.
Corky
yeah,
just stole this.
Scuttler's stolen. And there's a pause.
Interesting, we have a pause.
We have a pause.
Don't know why we have a pause. I mean, a player disconnected, so there's that.
So Crimson lost the Scuttler and maybe DC'd. We don't know what happened there. But I liked it early from the Staffordshire bot lane, poking, abusing, rushing that level 2, all in, did a lot of damage. A lot of damage to the Kai'Sa and the Thresh, who didn't have the abilities or the levels to respond to it. So, kudos to them. That was a good all in.
Yeah, I'm pausing it.
And both teams, well, we're waiting for the ready on both sides before we can unpause it and go back into the game.
I think that is from both sides, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're back in 2 seconds.
Okay, the CS difference is not too massive. It's just sort of like the health difference in the bot lane is crucial when one support heals and the other doesn't.
Yes. So Nami now, can heal after the engages. Much better than the Thresh. The Thresh is going to have to go for the all-in on the Nami to kill her, otherwise she will just sustain.
Ooh, good hook.
There's a good hook, good play.
Through with as much damage as possible. Oh,
a bubble again.
I shouldn't have connected. Big explosive shot.
Exactly, and it was, good damage. And then the 3 empowered autos from the Tristana, thanks to the Nami empower, did a lot of damage to Kai'Sa. So nothing that could be done there. Now she's been bullied out of lane again.
Regards is suffering in this matchup.
Yeah.
Look at the CS difference. It is.
It's difficult for Anivia early game. You know, Anivia is very mana hungry. She'll want the tier, potentially a Rod of Ages, depending on the build you'd want. You know, it's not the easiest lane phase until you've got the mana stacked up.
Yeah.
So she's just going to be looking to wave clear from 6.
Has enough gold.
Has enough gold to get the tier. Has the
looking for the
TP to go back
opportunity.
to lane as well.
Yeah.
And that's where the recall, that's what we would expect to happen. So, you know, standard Anivia play in the mid lane. I do like the Anivia pick. It's it's hard to counter. You can't dive it because of the egg form.
Oh, Zero Devil giving that position away there, accidentally stepping outside. The brush
Oh.
hook does connect. His God's Uncle Dome.
And
He's going to be able to do enough damage. Exhausted, follow through. Ignite is also down onto Chi, looking for the whip. Flashes forwards.
first
First
blood.
blood is there for him. Zero Devil also followed through, trying to see if he could get the kill. But God's Uncle did just about escape. This is really risky.
that was
If
a
he's
good
looking
play.
for it,
And here comes
Sejuani
the
is close
Sejuani.
by though. Pansu Tank is also showed up. Hook is there. Oh,
And
she
it's
got
a
the jump.
Good jump. They didn't
Cool,
lock her
that
down
came back
before
up,
she had
yeah.
the jump.
Okay, that was really good for kill.
That was good, and that's what we expected. You know, the Thresh to make the plays in the bot lane. That's their win condition. You know, get the Kai'Sa going. You know, get bot lane ahead because that's what Thresh can do. But if they just stayed at a stalemate, Nami would have healed the lane, made it very difficult.
You know what? Benbow hasn't recalled yet because his teleport's still up. So we saw that huge chunk at level 2.
Yeah.
He's been doing fine. I mean,
Yeah,
CS
exactly.
down, yes.
Well, that's the power of the Cho'Gath passive. You know, if he
Exactly.
sustains in lane, he's really hard to poke out of lane. It's almost like a mini Ocean Drake.
Yeah, so now they're looking to just
Bubble,
shove this
the
out.
bubble just stops it again. It's really good play from Chi. You know, reading what's going to happen and just making sure that the bubble lands.
Kane got spotted in the bot lane, but they're just going to be able to lantern that out. And
Easy to
look
walk
for a
away
recall. Yeah.
using the Kai'Sa supercharger for the move speed and the lantern. It's going to be a hard bot lane to lock down.
Blue buff is now respawned. This should go over to the Anivia. That will seriously help out.
Yeah, the Anivia will need it early until that tier is stacked up or the rod is stacked up. Anivia will be struggling.
Crimson,
Crimson
struggling
getting
to
low.
kill it actually.
Oh no, he's just smited.
Okay.
So you know.
I guess regards called that he's fine on that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not being used that much at the moment.
It is not. Yeah, I just
It
like
is
the
now. We've
cooldown.
hit 6,
Yeah. I mean, he's just.
but
lost
it's
the
going to be
series.
hard to push the Anivia in now. Now they've hit 6. Both mid laners will be hard to push in. Corki has the rockets and the phosphorus bomb to clear the waves.
Yeah.
The only problem will be is if there is a Baron buff, that there will be nobody on stats apart from the Tristana to be able to clear it, as it's all magic damage.
Both junglers are currently only level 5, whilst the solo laners appear to mostly be level 7. So I guess the junglers, they've been trying to do stuff on the map instead of farming, and neither of them have actually seen any benefit as of
No,
yet.
it's been a real waste, a lot of the ganks. I mean, some good ones for pressure, you know, that good early gank, but we haven't really
This
seen
does
any other.
actually come out.
Oh, and that's
going
a
through as much
fantastic-
damage as possible. Bubble isn't coming through.
Oh.
Lantern trying to get this. I don't
Couldn't
think
get
they're
the
going to
final
risk.
stack of plasma because that would have been the kill.
They're not going to risk the dive.
No.
The bubble wasn't used, so
No.
if that it would have been pretty telegraphed.
Yeah,
and
well, if
then
he
it would have been
flashed, it would have been the bubble on
Yeah.
himself.
Pansu Tank dashing out of the rupture from Cho'Gath.
And that's a good flash, respectful from the Cho'Gath, but that will be down for 5 minutes.
Ooh, risky hook. See what that was right there? It looked like he was going to go for Tristana.
Oh, and there's
But
a
then
fight
he
in the top
didn't.
lane.
Crimson looking to do as much damage onto Pansu as possible. He does have the level advantage.
Oh,
Pops
and
the
it's a
ultimate,
kill.
picks up the kill. Benbow does have his if they're able to lock down
Oh, and it's a
Bacon
flash.
Jesus. Rupture.
Good flash,
Yeah, it
but a
did.
fantastic gank, fantastic counter gank. Saw that the Kane was coming.
Wait, this is really
And it's
greedy by
very
Benbow
greedy.
by stepping forwards. Meganar will be available. He's going to get them both into the wall. Stun wasn't there onto Benbow though, trying to back away. Gets the first kill. Damage is there. Crimson, excellent use of the Q to interrupt. The E flashing back as well. He's got the red buff auto attacks.
And that's it. That's 2 kills
Turns
per
it.
kill in
Anivia,
the top lane.
Anivia roamed up. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get any assistance on that. Oh, Corky's shown up as well, looking
Well,
to
Corki
see.
has the package, so we'll be looking to go into the side lanes,
Yeah.
you know, do a lot of damage there, cause a lot of problems. Worst case scenario, it's fantastic wave clear. It's almost like a little rumble ult.
Yes.
It does a lot of damage if you're stood in it, so it's a nightmare really to be around, and it's quite dangerous.
Yeah.
So they're just going to be playing safe until that cooldown runs out.
Now looking to that
Fantastic
play was
play.
so impressive, but Tidal Wave is going to be able to follow through, and Zero Devil has enough damage. There was no mana on the Kiel bot lane. They really
and they just abused that fantastically.
Going to use the package as it was just about to wear out onto these minions.
Good trade from the Anivia. Landed the stun.
Yeah.
And with Anivia,
Oh, excellent wall.
if you land, you can land the damage on the Q twice.
Yes.
So, you know, abusing that will hugely improve their damage output, and it's hard to play
I'm
against.
going to look to do as much tower damage as possible here. Pepe Frog stepping up aggressively, trying to...
And he knows he's got the pink ward there, so you know they don't know to expect the Sejuani.
top
But
lane.
actually,
Bembo doesn't have flash. Bacon Jesus is looking to get CC off. Teleport does start to get channeled.
and they
does
just
get
walk away.
cancelled. Yeah, okay.
You know, good gank, but they don't get any sums. You know, the flash wasn't there.
Well, they got teleport from the guards.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, he started channeling.
Oh, wow.
Cancelled it. I'm not sure if that's what made them back away.
I mean,
or if
they
just
should
decided
have
they
backed
weren't
away
gonna
though. That would have been the smart decision.
Oh no, Zero Devil.
It's
Looking
gone
to
in
get the
again.
catch off onto God's Uncle. Huge amounts of damage from the auto attack.
And it's
Heal follows
fantastic.
through as well. The minion block just about healing. Survives.
Oh.
Barely.
Barely. Single digits of health.
Sticking around under turret without his support. God's Uncle.
Just greedy. Greedy
They're
play
trying
from
to
the
protect
Kai'Sa.
the turret. They're trying to not give it up. But
Honestly, they should have just. Well, it's
called
because
for Crimson
Tristana
to come.
wrecks the towers so hard
Crimson now going for the 1v1 on the junglers, but
and just dashes
Corki,
away.
yeah, Corki going to ruin the fun.
Loses the control ward.
That's
But it doesn't matter because they've got the Scuttler, so the River Vision's still in favour of Kill Krakens.
The goal difference on the AD carries is quite insane.
It's 1k already at 11 minutes.
I mean, it's CS, it's kills,
It's everything, you know.
and it's interesting because who got first blood?
Exactly the Thresh.
Kill. So it's, I mean,
So
Infinity
we
Edge
need
already
Thresh
done.
to, you know, either be making kills, but he's bought the Moby boots, so his power in the fights will be reduced. So, you know, he'll have to make a play in the mid lane, otherwise it's a wasted item.
Yeah. I think they really want to pick up that turret so they can start roaming about. Until that happens, it feels a little bit weak. I mean, we've seen it now when God's Uncle's left in the lane on his own. He got punished for it.
Yeah.
So it seems a bit risky, but you know, it puts you in a position so you can try and get those hooks off. And that's what Pepe Frog will try and do. Try and get his teammates ahead, maybe come and look for the Scorky. It will be very difficult to land considering he does have Valkyrie.
Exactly, and now we're seeing the priority on the Anivia push in the mid lane. You know, she's just going to use her ultimate, clear the waves. And, you know, Anivia is fantastic with the new mana flow bands as it restores 1% of your missing mana every 5 seconds. So with the Rod of Ages coming and the tier, you know, she's going to be restoring huge amounts of mana so she can just push over and over. But speaking of push, you know, the bot lane is just getting decimated by
Why
this
does God's
Tristana.
Uncle have red buff?
I don't know. She didn't get the kill either.
I don't know. Oh, they found him
Fantastic.
on the ward. Excellent.
And
ult.
that's the kill on the Anivia.
We've seen it before, diving straight on the crits are there, the damage.
And that's it. Disrespectful. Too far up again.
Yet again,
Exactly.
it's clear that we've seen it before.
They just need to play
They're
safe.
not scared of jumping
The support
forwards.
wasn't there. You know, Zero Devil just absolutely decimating this matchup. Strong on the Ezreal and now absolutely crushing on the Tristana. Yeah, and she could just go far forward, and because the Tristana's so far ahead, so difficult to get away from. You're going to reach the item spikes much quicker,
And they've already got the first turret.
and first tower's gone.
And it's sort of,
It's a repeat of last game,
snowballs
almost.
happened in the bot lane because they were trying to protect that first turret.
Yes.
And it's fallen anyways, right? So like you kind of just gave over some kills and then the turret anyways, as opposed to just letting the turret go.
But I would say the mid lane has been a lot more successful for Kiel this game than last game. You know,
Oh,
the
absolutely.
Anivia pick, much better pick. You know, he's got the wave clear, It's got the CC. The team fighting for Kiel is looking much stronger than it was last
She's
game.
just holding her own.
She's a much stronger pick than this Diana, so causing much more pressure in the mid lane, and it's forcing Corki again. Corki back.
Okay.
Going to miss out on some CS.
So that's what the Moby boots were for. They were looking to get to him there.
Yeah, and it was a good roam from the Thresh.
If there was no blast cone, they probably would have continued to chase that and look for the hook.
And Tristana's just going to be looking to shove in top lane.
This should have been telegraphed.
Should have seen this one come in. Just getting the tower gold.
Yeah.
But, taking some fair poke and now having to back off. Now Crimson Lugaris is there.
Good.
Good hook.
Do they have enough damage though? They do force the flash.
Need the one auto from the Kai'Sa to do the real damage.
Crimson's looking to flank this. They're going to go for the 2v2. I don't think they have enough damage. I mean, Zero Devil's so far ahead. This seems potentially like suicide. Go for it. Ultimate is down. Trying to look for the bite. It's a 1-for-1 so far, but
and it's
now
going to be the 2-for-1. Kane
Nivea
ultimate.
is roaming up. Corki's going to be shortly following behind Bembo. It's getting desperately low. Zero Devil's run out of mana, and he does manage to get the kill. It's going to get traded as well. 2 for 2 so far. Regards just going to back away as Corki's looking to try and get the flank off onto him. Ooh, he's going to be used, trying to just go for another 1v1 yet again, but the heal was there. Egg.
And Egg is just going to be wasted.
The heal bait, man.
Heal bait wasn't ready for it. And, they didn't get anything in the side lane either. Kai'Sa's still farming down there.
I don't know. Going for the 2v2 was risky, man, because it was 2 tanks against a Fed AD carry and support.
And the Kane roamed just that bit earlier than the Anivia could.
Yeah.
And then followed up, it was 4 versus 3 as both bot laners were there. They should have just cut their losses and left.
Because now you've got a 5-0 Trist.
Yeah, 5-0 Tristana.
With 50% attack speed. Excellent flay from Pepe. Took a couple turret shots.
So we're going to be looking at a Death Dance first item on this Kai'Sa. So there's 2 builds. You either rush the Razor Blade first or the Death Dance first. The Death Dance will allow the Icathian Rain, the Q, which is the main wave clear of Kai'Sa, just to come online earlier. It's a really strong ability, but in a sustained fight, the Rage Blade is much stronger. Stacking the Plasma, which, especially to tanks and bulkier champions, will just do way more damage.
Zero Devil. Jumping forwards quite aggressively there. Wall doesn't catch him.
Wall.
They got the Mountain Drake. That's really good for the siege strategy that they've been
Fantastic
employing.
on this Tristana as well. It's going to be destroying the turrets really quickly. They can't leave the turrets alone for a second now, so they are really going to have to be smart on the map if Kiel want to, not lose towers, because Staffs can have their run of the map, really.
God's Uncle has picked up a Death Dance for himself. Is that good on Kai'Sa? I don't know what her builds are.
So it's good, but it's whether you want to run the crit build or this one. So the Death Dance is fantastic with her Q. So once Kai'Sa buys the pickaxe from the Gunblade, which is her core item, you need to buy it, she will reach the evolved Q much earlier in the game.
Okay.
And it will do huge damage, and it'll heal about 25% of your HP with the Death Dance if you 1Q.
That's pretty good.
It's a lot of sustain, should be much harder to take out.
But how much damage is there?
It will do a lot of damage on the Icathian Rain, but it's much burstier. Whereas the Rage Blade, will be doing the percentage missing health every 3 or 2 attacks instead of every 5. The attack speed won't be there. So realistically, 2 items is what Kai'Sa will want for the scaling.
God's Uncle just
greedy.
bolted forwards. Chi. He's going to get locked up by the CC. There was a double bubble flashing away from this one as well. Bacon Jesus does use the Gnar. Follows up with the stun onto Crimson. He's taken so much turret damage. Flashes away, just about barely surviving.
And the
after
double
the feast came
bubble.
through. Zaya now flashing onto the backline. Does pick up God's Uncle. Regards
And the Nivian was just late to the
See
party.
what he can do. Benbow does get.
Oh, and the stun
completely
landed
slain.
on
Regards taking
Tristana.
some damage. Shut down for the Thresh.
The stun landed as the Tristana jump was being buffered.
Okay, so it's still a 3 for 2.
So that's not ideal for Kiel.
Yeah.
But, against this Fed Tristana, they picked up the gold, the bounty gold, so that's fantastic. And honestly, apart from the core key,
Actually,
they're
was
not
it
going to
2 for
have
2?
much siege. I'm not sure if
You said
Noel
you
was
only
there.
briefly.
No.
Well, Nar got killed.
Oh, okay, take that back.
Yeah, they might
My
have
bad.
kicked it. But that's, I mean, it's okay. Obviously, you'd prefer it to be a little bit better. And they got the kill on the Tristana, which is huge because the shutdown goal is like super important. Oh, Regards is getting really low and he doesn't have the A.
Just disrespected the damage on the core
Just
key.
overextended, trying to set up the gank
And
from Crimson.
it's hit the Triforce now on the core key. He's going to be dealing large amounts of damage. There's nothing the Anivia could have done.
It looks like he also got a couple crits off, probably from the Brawler's Glove, which is a bit lucky from him, if that was the case.
Yeah,
which,
but that's why you buy them. That's why you took the 1% crit rune at level 1. That one auto attack that'll win the fight.
Now they're going to
and now the Mountain Drake on the siege, you know, tower's gone straight away. And they also, they have to be careful about how fast they can do a Baron, because with a core key, a Tristana, the Nami, you know, Rushed Ardent Center again, Kane can shred it.
They're looking for the potential flank. If this teleport comes through,
Teleporting.
might go. Knock up is there onto the Kane.
And the Kane's just gone.
Feast didn't quite get the kill, so that's not going to be a stack for Bembo. But now no regards.
Good
using
flash.
an excellent flash to alley-oop on the rocket jump on the Tristana side. Comes out and they had the damage. Excellent pick-off.
Fantastic.
Onto Chi. Good 2 kills for nothing so far, but Zero Devil is still
They were
alive.
just too far up, and as soon as the Gnar teleported, could go 5-on-4, and it was just a fantastic fight that Keel took.
They could still get sieged in. If Regards steps too far forwards.
Yeah, he could.
Oh, that was a really good wall, but the hook won't be there. Stun.
Just out of range for the stun.
Uncle showing up in the bot lane now.
And there he goes, just going to get the egg.
For some reason, not opting to go for that Pepe Frog.
And they just stayed too long.
Tried to go for the flay, stun comes out as well for Bembo, flash from him. Regards is now getting chased, Rupture will zone them.
Good flash.
I think they're going to be able to back away with only the 1 casualty, but
they could potentially lose mid-tier 2.
They've traded the bot tower. Are they going to be able to go for this? Crimson dashing in 1v3.
And using the Aftershock just
Barely
as a...
walking away. Regards did use his ultimate.
Zero Devil is low, but should just walk away.
They
getting
cleared away
healed
the
up.
minions for now. Bembo's back. This is so long now. It's going to be the 1v1 in the bot lane. God's Uncle doesn't have any mana for himself, and Zaya appears to be winning this. 1v1 goes in his favour, but that's, you know, to be expected with the 0-4
It was well out of position. It was 0-4, but now he's 0-5. You know.
When he heard the package, he should have just ran.
Yeah, you know, he just didn't. You know, he just didn't respect it. That's been the issue with Kill. You know, a lot of the plays they've made is because they didn't.
Oh, really good hook. Follow through with the stun as well. Do they have quite enough damage? She is so low.
And they didn't have the vision because of the control ward.
If
they'd landed that last auto, then they would have been able to get the kill.
If it was only just a little bit better, stun does follow through. Zero Devil looks to dive further forwards. Lantern gets
Lantern's away.
This Tristana's not afraid to jump forwards.
No.
And it's scary.
Yeah, and honestly, 6-1, she can afford to do that.
Exactly.
She's got the damage, and there's no one that can really match her unless they manage to lock her down instantly with a Thresh hook.
And they get the tower. The zone of threat from this Tristana is just so high.
Honestly, I think that I would quite like to see a Bramble Vest on the Cho'Gath. I think that would be fantastic against, you know, potentially 4 champions that like to auto attack and one that enables
Mountain Drake.
Second Mountain Drake. So they're going to be shredding the towers and objectives.
This is the key item, I think, for Keel. The looking for the pick-off, followed it through with CC yet again, but she somehow just about barely surviving as the Ignite is able to pick up that kill. Now Bacon Jesus is being chased down. Wall is going to be used to pause and flashes away. God's Uncle trying to fire away, doing kind of minimal damage for now. Hansu Tank is going to go inside Pepe Frog to stall for time. Heals up a little bit. Zero Devil's doing damage on the side, though, completely unaffected in the fight. Gets the reset, double kill. Looking for the triple, didn't have quite enough damage. Crimson now looking for the flank, trying to see if he can get the kill off onto Bacon Jesus. Has the damage. Red buff is also there. Ultimate pops now onto Zero Devil, flashes away, trying to survive. God's Uncle looking for it, has the auto attack. Does get the 1-for-1 trade.
And honestly, that's favourable. You know, trading the 0-6 Kai'Sa for the 8-2
They're going to lose this tower, though. So it's at the end of the day, yes, it's a
No,
trade.
they're not going to lose the tower though.
Crimson looking to see how much he can do. This might be
This
too much
is-
of an overextension, flashing
Oh.
forwards. Zaya looking to back away as well since he had the move speed
And they
off
just-
the fleet footwork.
Just pushed a little too far.
Disrespected it.
Exactly. You know, didn't anticipate how much damage was coming out
They've
of the
been
core.
valuing these towers too much.
They have been.
Way too much in both
You know,
of these
sometimes
games.
it'd be better just to let it go, see if you can get another objective on the map, set up for Baron. You know, there's no vision around the Baron apart from one pink ward, which is, you know, being cleared now.
You could have made a really good Frozen pun there.
No, I apologise.
Oh, well.
I missed out.
Oh well, it would have been.
Should have just
would
let
have
it
been
go.
good.
Yeah,
You would have given me an opportunity to like groan at you, but
No.
oh well, whatever.
I'll bide my
You
time.
missed. Exactly.
Wait for the next dad joke opportunity to arise, and I'll just hit it running.
Okay, so let's talk about items. We've kind of reset it now. This is a crucial one. Quicksilver Sash.
Yeah. You know, out of the Sejuani ult, out
And
of
there's
the.
so much DC.
There's so much. There is so much to see. Out of the Thresh Hook, Anivia stun.
No one's really optimizing for the Corki yet. They're optimizing for auto attacks.
Yes.
Because I assume this is going to be like a Frozen Heart or something. I'd rather this.
I
It
would
should
like
be a
to see
stone plate
just
or a
the
wall box, to be honest.
Bramble Vest, and yeah,
Yeah,
the
or a Bramble Vest.
Bramble
yeah.
Vest against the 4 auto attackers, because Kane will be auto in for a lot
Exactly.
of his damage as well. So, you know, I'm not sure about this Cho'Gath build. There's no magic resist either for this, apart from the locket against this. Oh,
And
and
the pick off yet
the
again
Nami is
onto
just caught
Chi.
out. That's another stack for the Cho. He's getting big now.
I mean, she is the one having to go and place the wards for her team, so it's completely understandable why that happened. Now looking for the pick off onto Zero Devil. We do have the ultimate for God's Uncle if he so wishes to follow it up, but he wouldn't have the assistance of his teammate, so we'd probably die. They need to deal with the waves.
And still waiting on the rest of this gold to finish that Rage Blade from Kai'Sa,
Yeah.
which is a huge item. Huge item. And then it's up to the Kai'Sa where she'll go from that, but she needs the Rage Blade before she's putting out any kind of real damage in a fight. You know, the Icathian Rain on the Q
Zero Devil's
evolved now. Zero Devil pushing up way too hard.
might be on his own here. I'm not sure
Going to
we
be
will have
getting
enough.
caught out.
Like, Kill may not have enough damage here, especially if the Feast is still
Oh,
on
Feast.
cooldown. Trying to do as much as possible. QSS does get
No.
burnt. They have the stun, they have the damage. Meanwhile, hook connects!
Oh, fantastic
It's a
hook from
Pantsu
Pepe.
tank. This is a 27 minutes as well.
This is the one. This is what Keel
Turn it
said was going to
around.
happen. 27-minute win. It's happening.
Oh my god, okay.
It's happening.
The gold lead is getting closed down now. It's less than 3k. Pepe maybe looking for a
Pepe
pick
Frog
off.
looking for a nice hook, but out of range.
Regards
And
is super low, and now he might get punished as they're hopping over the
And-
wall to deal with him. Egg is going to be coming out.
And she's
No way he's going to be
no,
able to
and the
survive
Anivia
that.
just died for no reason. And now they're probably going to get zoned off the Baron.
God's Uncle's super low as well, so he's not able to hit onto the Baron. Wave is coming out, looking to ult.
And the
Doesn't
Kai'Sa
quite
really
catch the
needs to be
Zaya.
hitting
Bendigo
this
is
Baron.
taking so much damage, flashing away. It wasn't enough.
finished by the
Making
Baron.
Jesus does get
Now
him.
Staffordshire can just turn onto the Baron.
Exum slow, doesn't catch them, still looking to see if he can follow through and get a Gnar off. Crimson does get slowed as well, auto attacks following through.
And
Zaya
Sejuani's gone as well.
has the
That's a
damage.
free Baron.
There's no smite. Yeah.
There's no smite. There's
Overextend.
no feast. And honestly, it was a bad call. And it was made worse by, if you want to take a Baron, you need to rush it with the Kai'Sa as well. The Kai'Sa was not hitting that Baron, and therefore they were taking way too much damage. It was going too slowly.
And it's gone with those,
It's
those
gone.
two mountains. It's gone.
Yeah, 2 mountains. You've got a Tristana with lots of kills. You've got a 607 Corki now. You've got a Gnar, you've got a Kane, and you've got an Ardent Sensor on the Nami. So they're going to be shredding the objectives, which is just...
I think at this point, landing the hook onto Chi and killing her is not enough. It needs to be on either the mid or the bot, and then it has
Yeah.
to not expend too many resources, and then their decision making whilst that player is down needs to be on point. They need to
Yeah.
stop disrespecting, man.
I mean, it's only a 6,000 gold lead, but if you look at where the kills are, you know, on a Cho'Gath, not the Kai'Sa, you know, on the Sejuani, not the Anivia. Whereas if you look at Staffordshire, they've got all the kills on the Tristana, they've got the kills on the Corki where they want them, where all the damage is going to be coming from. You know, the Gnar, he's got the adaptive helm from the Anivia now. The engage from the ult is just always a threat. The poke damage.
Poke does connect. He does have the QSS as well to try and get away from this one. Zero Devil taking damage on the top side from God's Uncle, but they're going to be able to turn this 2v3. They picked up the first kill. Bendigo stepping too far forward. Speed is not enough. Crimson misses the ultimate. Pantsu Tank is now coming through as well for the assistance. Bacon Jesus is there if they need him. They get the kills.
It's just another sloppy fight from Kiel, you know, they weren't all there, they tried to engage, and it was just turned around so quickly from Staffs. The damage just wasn't there from Kiel, they didn't hit the right targets. As soon as the cleanse came out, they should have just abandoned the fight. And now it's an inhibitor.
Regards is currently mid.
Regards is mid.
She is
pushing the bot lane with Baron minions. This could be game.
What?
Just 2v4.
To damage the turrets, but they do it so quickly with the Baron buff.
This could just be it. This is it.
Get a good hook off onto the Corki. Will they be able to instantly kill him? Nard doesn't get any stuns off Pepe Frog.
And they
just
need to kill them before
so
they
much
hit
damage as they just get blown up, and Staffs destroy the Nexus at 30 minutes.
Honestly, 30-minute game again. Fantastic from Staffs. They just turned it. The 2 Mountain Drakes were crucial. They just wrecked through the turrets, through the inhibitor, through the Baron. It was just one Baron power play, and that was it, the game. Honestly, it was a huge gold discrepancy from the AD carry for the second game in a row.
And even the mid laner, honestly, to be honest. Let's have a look at the end game stats. Let's have a look at the damage graphs.
So the damage graphs, I'm expecting the Tristana and the Corki just to be up
Tristana Corki, what do you feel about the kill team? Who did the most damage?
Probably because of the true damage on the ult, I'm going to say Bendigo. I think Bendigo had a really good game.
Either that or Crimson. It felt like he was constantly skirmishing as well. We'll see.
Damage up to champions. It's the Cho'Gath.
Yeah.
The Kai'Sa, you know, does do a lot of damage built into a kit. 5 autos, you know, when she got the Rage Blade, she was doing damage, but if you look, that's ridiculous amounts of damage. There's almost 3 times as much coming out of the Corki. You know,
they're too far up.
It was a really good pick, the
too
Corki.
much from like the fleet footwork. They were, I mean, there was issues, and at the end of the day, Staffs
Staffs won. It was a really good game, so that draws up Varsity now.
Yeah,
4-all,
that means it's a tie.
So
Varsity's a tie.
Yeah, Varsity is a tie. So we're going to go over to a winner's interview with Staffordshire University. So I'm not sure who we're going to be hearing from at Staffs, but we'll go over to the winner's interview.
It looks like it's Chi.
Is it Chi? Yeah, it's Chi. It's Chi.
I believe so.
Yeah, so over to Chi with the winner's interview. No? Okay.
I think we're live. Hello, welcome back. So, 2 exciting games. We have Sophie here. How did it go?
I think it went pretty well. We won both games, just like we did for previous encounters. So, yeah.
Awesome. So, how have you enjoyed today?
It's been pretty fun. We were trying new comps out and stuff, especially since our mid laner and our ADC have swapped roles. And our top laners also doesn't know what bloody hell he was doing, so, yeah.
Fantastic. And have you played League of Legends long yourself? Like, have you always been into it?
About 4 years, I think, now. Yeah, going on to my 4th year of playing, so I think Z's playing the longest. I think he's played since, like, beta or something.
Oh, so veteran since the beginning over there.
Yep.
Awesome, cool. Would you say you really enjoyed these events? Would you like to see more in the future?
Yep, sure, yeah. I've been invited to like other games, but Newell again with that team, so hopefully it should be interesting for Staffs. So yeah.
Oh, awesome. I think Newell's one of those great events actually where universities really get to compete against each other, build rivalries, and there's a lot of great Twitch chat that we had on earlier that was quite a lot of fun.
I haven't seen any of that. I need to see it.
Oh, awesome. Well, it's been a great day, and it's good on that we've ended. So it's ended 4-4. And are you going to be around for the future varsities? Will you be continuing to watch future varsities from there on?
I'll watch, but I won't be able to partake. Final year of Masters, so no more uni for me.
Fair enough. Cool. Well, yeah, it's been a great day, and it's ended 4-4, so it's been an amazing competition over both 2 days. There's a lot of hard work that's gone in, and what we're going to do is we're just